Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. First of all guys, this what is belongs to me. This is not a fanfiction, 100% belongs to Anime King guys. Because I know some of you are going to ask where the link is, so this is 100% my what if guys. Just because I'm making my own what ifs over on Anime King 3 doesn't mean I'm going to leave this channel out. I'm still going to be posting original stories over here. And yeah, I'm going to be posting something new over on Anime King 3. So just sit back, relax guys. I got this many times from my subscribers, so I'm going to give you part 1 of what if Naruto was the god of lightning. And also, one of my subscribers has been telling me about what if Naruto had a Tensegon and Rinnegan mix. I've been looking for your comment for some time now, but I can't seem to find it. I was hoping that you might comment it back down below, so when I create that over on Anime King 3, I'm gonna shout out your name. Alright guys, so if you want to see part 2 of what if Naruto was the god of lightning, remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying talking back to all of you. So without further ado, what do you say begin this new episode? Start the intro. The sky was currently dark as lightning was clashing dangerously. Thunder boomed in the sky. Lightning split as it went all over. Compared to other elements, lightning was unpredictable and wild, and also deadly. Wind was a slicing element, powerful gust of winds. Earth, powerful as well, but not as destructive as lightning and wind. Fire was intense and hot, but still not on the same level. Water, used for cooling and composing. At the moment though, people might call this man a god because of his abilities, the things that he can do in the world that no other can do. We find none other than the Sage of Six Paths himself standing. As the rain was pouring down, he was under a small cottage. Lightning was crashing wildly as he saw a small little fox running towards him. It was trying to get shelter away from the rain and the loud lightning and thunder. But out of nowhere, a lightning strike. It seemed to crawl from the sky itself and strike down towards the tiny fox. The sage was a man composed and caring, even for all type of animals. The man rushed out as fast as possible to check if the little creature was still alive. Going out there to his surprise, it was alive even after receiving a lightning shock like that. He picked up the small fox in his arms and started tending to the fox wounds. As small lightning sparks were around the fox. This one event would change the world, because this one event would give the sage the idea. After seeing this fox get electrocuted, sometime bad thing can turn out for the good, because this event right here will change the world entirely. One day the sage will see the result of what this little event caused, as he looked down the small little fox in his arms, healing it to his best ability. Given a man of his stature, the things that he can do seem to be godly, so it didn't take too long for the fox to be fully recovered. Time skip. Years upon years, centuries has passed, when we go straight into the Elemental Nations era. Wars of the clans had stopped. The Senjus and Uchihas, their battles had cooled down, seeing that the Senjus are almost wiped out, just leaving one person behind. Time went by as the Hokages were named their title. Centuries went down. The village in the leaf was attacked by a giant nine-tailed fox. The fox was dark blue in color. His eyes were bright, shining blue with slits in them. His eyes looked like electricity itself. With a mighty roar, a wave of electricity washed over the village. With a string of his mighty tails, bolts of lightning crashed into the earth, tearing it apart. The beast seemed to be unstoppable as it ravaged and caused pure mayhem and destruction. But at the moment, the beast was not itself though. Being too far away, most of them could not look at its eyes. Its eyes was being shown the Sharingan. The Sharingan, a powerful dojutsu that belonged to the Uchiha clan. The fox was being controlled, but without those Sharingan eyes, his eyes were blue with slits in them. Because of the nature and the power that he represents, pure lightning. As the rain came down, the fox screamed. A scream that seemed to be deafening. One man though stood on top of the monument as he looked towards the fox. The fox released a massive dose of electricity that was compact in a small ball. The moment it reached forward, it exploded. Arcs of electricity raining down. Many people were slaughtered in the explosion. As one man stood there, as he had to stop this. But it was going to cost him a lot. It was going to cost him even his own son. He just hoped the people would see his son as a hero. But it seems that was for naught. Time skip. A small 6-year-old boy was running as fast as possible. As he already hopped over the fence as he heard the footsteps behind him, moving as quick as possible. But it was for naught as his foot slipped. Rain was coming down, his foot slipped in the mud. He was sent sliding down the hill. He came to a full brunt stop, picking himself up to run away again, but a stone slapping the back of his head forced him to drop to the ground. He cried out in pain as he started back up to the tree. "Please, don't hurt me," he said. "You dare say that to us, demon?" One of the men in the crowd said, "You deserve much worse, but because we don't want to see that disgusting beast again, we won't kill you, but we'll make sure every single bit of it hurts." And then it started. It always started. Today was October the 10th, his birthday, as he received a severe beating. It was so bad because he was in the orphanage last 2 times, but he got kicked out of the orphanage. The people there and everyone else seemed to really hate him, and for the reason he didn't know why. At the moment, the boy was lying in his own pool of blood, looking up at the sky as the rain was falling, watching the blood away. It didn't matter to him though, because he knew by the time morning came he would be fully healed. He healed fast, so they would never break him down. But thoughts always came to his head. It was strange for a 6-year-old to have mentality like this, but he had it. What was the point of living if he keeps on going on and they just keep on beating him over and over? Yes, a 6-year-old to have this mentality was really bad, but he had them nevertheless. As he saw the electricity in the sky, lightning pouring down, as he just wished that he could just reach up and touch it because it felt so natural to him. He had no idea why, but the lightning felt so soothing and natural, like he could just... The boy extended his hand. At that moment, 2 sets of dark blue eyes opened up with slits in them. The boy's eyes went wide as a lightning rushed down from the sky. It slammed into his body with a vigor. He screamed out in pain as the lightning slammed into him, destroying the area around. But surprisingly enough, he wasn't hurt. He was just unconscious. That was strange. How could a full lightning bolt slam into someone and they wasn't hurt? The boy was none other than Naruto Uzumaki. Having no idea who his parents were, he grew up as an orphan. But right now his body was like a lightning rod, as lightning was directed towards him, but it did not kill him. That was just insane. But it did spark something inside of him though. It brought him somewhere. Naruto snapped his head up as he looked around, confused. What the hell is going on? He blinked in confusion. Flexing his arms, he was even more confused, as he didn't feel any pain. A moment ago, it felt like his body was crying because of the amount of beating he received. But now he felt calm and natural. Strange. Looking around, he saw pipes, a lot of them. Strange blue pipes, with electricity coursing on them running down the pipes. Stepping forward, he made his way. "Where am I?" he said. "Come," a deep, dark voice said to him. Blinking, Naruto looked around. Who are you? Where are you?" he said. "Follow my voice and come," the voice said once again. Even more confused, Naruto made his way as he saw the dark pathway. At that moment, he had to squint as a massive bright light illuminated the area. It was a spark of electricity. The spark seemed to guide him as he just followed it. He followed the spark towards a large chamber, where he came upon two massive golden gates. Looking at the gates, they had a paper on it. He looked at the word, at the kanji. Sal? What's Sal? He said. No, that's not Sal. Oh, seal. What's a seal? It is the thing holding me within here. Naruto jumped at the sudden voice, looking around. Who said that? Where are you? I'm right here. It was then that Naruto saw them. Two dark blue eyes open up. Long slits within them. Being a 6-year-old kid, fear took over. As he dropped, he started to back away. What are you? Where am I? As he started to back away even further, but it seems like he could not leave this place. Naruto shut his eyes, hoping that this was some kind of crazy dream. Open your eyes. I know what you're thinking. This is not a dream. Naruto's lips started to quiver. Are you gonna kill me? He said. The fox merely chuckled. That confused Naruto. Wait, what's so funny? He said, his voice stuttering really bad. He was never one to stutter about those eyes. They scared the living hell out of him. And he didn't know where he was. This was worse than facing down the mobs. This was a creature. It was then that the creature took a step forward. Its eyes seemed to sparkle for a moment there. If you must know, I am the great Nine-Tailed Fox, as you humans call me. I'm known as the Kyuubi. Everything went quiet. Before Naruto ran, he turned around and ran right into the pipe as he dropped to the ground. Ow, he said, rubbing his head. Do not be alarmed, human. I will not. Well, I can't hurt you. Naruto turned back slowly. Where am I? He asked as he wished he could just get out of here. At the moment we're in your mind. Just think of it as your mindscape, where you can ponder and talk to me in here. My mindscape? But how? You fell unconscious, and you finally come to me. This is the first time we're meeting face to face. Me meeting my jailer. Jailer? Yes. After all, I'm in your prison. Can't you see? The fox scratches claws against the bar. So, you can't escape? No, I cannot. But I'm confused. The old man told me that the Nine-Tailed Fox was killed by the 4th Hokage. Well, he's lying to you. The 4th Hokage cannot kill me. After all, I cannot even be killed. I am made from pure chakra, boy. And my chakra can't be extinguished. What's chakra? The fox sweat dropped at that. Even though I haven't seen most of your life. You're telling me you don't know what chakra is? Sorry, I have no clue, said Naruto. I haven't started in the academy yet, so I wouldn't know. Sorry about that. Don't apologize. Seems they do not intend to train you as a weapon. As a weapon, said Naruto. Well, that is what Jinchuriki are, aren't they? What's a Jinchuriki? Seems you've known nothing. Well, first of all, you are a Jinchuriki because you host me inside of you. That is what they call human sacrifice. Wait, I'm a sacrifice? What the hell is that, Naruto asks? Calm down, brat. It just means that you were used for the good of the village to protect it. After all, they had to seal me away to stop me from rampaging through your village. Yeah, the old man told me about that. Why? Why would you attack the village? If you hadn't done that, you wouldn't have been sealed away in here and you would have been free. And why do you care? Well, I wouldn't want to be locked away either, so I'm guessing you wouldn't want to be locked away, said Naruto. The fox looked at Naruto with a keen eye. I suppose you're right, he said. But you should know it wasn't my own doing. What do you mean? For now, all I can tell you was that I was being controlled. And that's that. By who? The fox growled. That's enough questions. So, that is why they hate me, huh? Huh? I see now why they call me a demon. Is it because you're still inside me? Yes, they hate you because of me. I bet you're angry now. Well, of course I am. Anyone would be angry, said Naruto. But I guess you didn't have a choice either, right? If you were being controlled, and you were sealed inside me, you didn't have a choice. Well, no. But why would you care? I ruined your life by being sealed inside you. But I ruined your life as well, said Naruto, didn't I? By having you in here, you're stuck and you don't have your freedom. So tell me how. How do I let you out? Well, this seal here, you have to remove it. Okay then, said Naruto as he stepped forward. Wait. You can't. Why not? Because if you do, it will kill you. I'll die? Yes. Is that a choice you're willing to take, brat? Naruto looked down. As he reflected on his life so far, he's been through a lot, yes. He doesn't know if most kids have been through it like this, but he's been beaten, tortured, nearly killed if it wasn't for the envoys. But still, he didn't want to die, did he? No, I don't want to die. Well, leave it then. But why? Don't you want your freedom? And why would you help me? I thought they said that you were bad. Well, if it was my other half, he would have probably tricked you to rip it off. But I'm different. Your other half? Let's just say I was split before being sealed inside you. And you're lucky that you got the good one. Wait. So, you have a dark half? Think of it as yin and yang. What the hell is that, said Naruto? Huh. Forgot you were stupid. Hey! I'm not stupid, said Naruto. Oh, sorry. I meant retarded. What? What does that even mean, Naruto asks? See what I mean? Hey, I'm just a kid. I don't know certain words. Well, anyway, just because I'm not dark as my other side, that doesn't mean I want a weak host. What do you mean, said Naruto? I mean, I can't tell you to be pathetic. And these beatings are going to have to stop. It's time you put an end to them. So you know about that, huh? Of course I do. But how? I keep on running and they keep on finding me. What can I do? Fight back. But I don't know how to. That's why I'm here. God damn it, you're dumb. I told you, I'm just young, I'm not dumb. Well, you're a dumb little kid then. And you're a stupid overgrown fox. The fox stepped forward, showing his full height and his body as Naruto backed away. Why are you all quiet now, he said, baring his fangs towards Naruto. I'm not quiet and I'm not running, said Naruto. Remember, you can't hurt me. And what if I was lying? And I just tricked you? Well, Naruto started to look behind him, making the fox laugh again. Don't worry, stupid kid. My name is Naruto, you know that, right? Of course I do, but I'd rather call you stupid kid. I'm gonna call you that until I'm finished with your training. At the moment, you're currently worthless. I'm not a... Naruto paused. My training? Yeah, and you're gonna have to keep this a secret. We don't want other people interfering. But what about the old man? And the Ichiroko family? I said no one. They are not ready for this kind of news yet. You might see me as something normal, but they would see me as someone who won't take over your mind and control you. And you're not, right? Who knows? You're the kid that is trusting me. Well, I believe you're not gonna do that, said Naruto. And why is that? I just have a feeling, said Naruto. Well then, you'll be right. I won't eat you. Well, that is if you're still pathetic after my training. Your training? But how is a nine-tailed fox gonna train me, Naruto asks? I mean, you're so huge. What exactly are you gonna do? You should know, stupid human. The fox started to shrink in size. I have been around for a long time. And I've seen things in this world that you can't even comprehend. Not to mention being sealed inside you. You've gotten certain perks of me being here. As Naruto could not see the fox anymore. And what's that? A hand reached to the bar, surprising Naruto. I thought you said that you were trapped. Well, I can't come out this way. The fox then emerged, surprising Naruto. He wasn't a fox anymore. A man stood there. He had long blue hair, bright blue eyes, no pupil, just completely blue. He had on a normal blue shirt with blue pants. Seems his favorite color was blue. He looked at his arm. This seal is really strong. How are you out, said Naruto. You don't have to worry about that, the man says. He looked towards Naruto. What's going on, Fox? How are you out, said Naruto. First of all, my name is Kurama. Kurama? You have a real name, said Naruto. Yes, of course I do. So from today on, call me Kurama Sensei. And I'll call you Brat. And why can't you call me Naruto? Because you're still a stupid kid. And I won't call you by your name until you've earned my respect as a good warrior. Naruto sighed. You still haven't told me how you're out. I can't really interact much in this form. Not to mention, I can't use any of my abilities. Your abilities? Well, yes, of course. Back in the day, when I used to roam the human world in this form, I was known as a god of lightning. So, you can transform into a human? Of course. How do you think I get around? Walking like a giant fox? That would be really bad. So you used to have a normal life? Of course I did. Life was good. There was a lot of human interactions, which I come to enjoy as the time passed. Not to mention the ladies. Huh? Said Naruto. You're too young for that. I'll give you the talk of the birds and the bees later. Birds and the what? Just be quiet for now. The fox then stepped forward. I've turned your body into a human conductor. Say what? Naruto asked. You got electrocuted earlier, didn't you? Yeah, I remember that now. How am I not dead? Well, it's because of my ability. I told you, in the human world in my form, I was given many names. Most of all, they call me the God of Lightning. That's because of my abilities. I mostly focus on lightning abilities, which I'll be teaching you. Me being inside your body, give you the element of being able to produce lightning already. All Jinjulkis have a special element from their tenants inside. Say for instance the Shikaku. The Shikaku gives its host the ability to mold sand to a different degree. The Nebe gives its host the ability to use blue flames. The Sanbai gives its host to use... The Kurama turned as he saw smoke coming from Naruto's ears. Sorry, but I don't know what the hell you're talking about, said Naruto. Figures. Still a dumb kid. How the hell am I supposed to know who those people are, said Naruto? Never mind. I'll teach you while the time passes. First of all, go talk to that old man. He should get you somewhere to live. And also, you should get some food. You should go tell him that you were kicked out of the orphanage. And we need to buy you some new clothes. I won't have my container being an outcast and an idiot. Say the fox who's stuck inside my stomach. What was that? Nothing, Kurama Sensei, said Naruto. That's much better. My little pupil. Time skip. As the time passes, Naruto went to Sarutobi. Sarutobi was furious as he went to the orphanage. He fired all the head matriarchs there and hired new ones. But he would not send Naruto back there. He gave Naruto an apartment. He wasn't going to allow Naruto to enter the academy until he was 7 years old. Even though the other kids start when they were 6. This year has already been messed up as he's been doing a lot of paperwork and not really paying attention. He didn't even know that Naruto was kicked from the orphanage for 2 months now. If it wasn't for the people at Ichiro Ramen, Naruto would have probably starved. That's why Sarutobi was so pissed when he went towards the matriarchs. He fired each and every one of them. So right now Naruto was in a one-story apartment. It had a kitchen, a bedroom, bathroom, everything that Naruto needed. Not to mention Sarutobi came by and gave Naruto a monthly allowance, which Naruto put into good use. After all, he had a fox instructor inside of him that doesn't put up with his bullshit. Not to mention, ramen was a no-no. It didn't mean he couldn't eat it ever, it just mean not so much ramen. He needs other food for his body to grow. Even though Naruto hate them, like steamed broccoli and other vegetables, and other real food like real chicken, to put on some flesh on his skinny bones. The fox was right though. As Naruto started to eat differently and spend his money wisely, he realized he was gaining more weight. Not to mention he was growing. It's all happened in 3 weeks. Naruto was going to enter the academy for another 9 months. So in that time period, Kurama was going to train him. At the moment, Naruto was currently in his apartment. He was on his bed. his foot cross-legged as his eyes were closed. Reason being he was inside his mindscape. A loud crackling could be heard coming from the chamber. Kurama was standing there with a pleased look on his face. If one was to see him right now, he would look like Naruto's father. The deep blue eyes, not to mention the whisker marks, and Naruto had whisker marks as well. Meanwhile, Naruto was concentrating. His arms were extended from each other. A volt of electricity was between them, dancing. "I did it," said Naruto as he looked up. Yes you did. Seems you're not so worthless after all. Hey, said Naruto. Focus. Now, extend your arms a bit more. Naruto did as he was instructed, as the lightning bolt was still there. It wasn't breaking. Kurama gave Naruto a smile as Naruto jumped up in the air. "I finally did it," he said, a big smile on his face. The mindscape has changed when Kurama told Naruto that he could bend it to his will. The place was no longer a strange swamp. The ground was now a beautiful green, luscious grass, with the sky on full display, the moon above them. Off to the distance there was a gate, but there was no gate, that was a seal, where the kyuubi was supposed to be. While in his human form, he couldn't fully do anything right here. The seal prevented him from even harming Naruto in the slightest. But that didn't mean he couldn't train Naruto and show him things. The fox was thinking though, you know, there's a much easier way to go about learning other abilities. What do you mean? Well, I told you, certain things are going to be difficult to you because you have a high density of chakra. But as you can see with my lightning manipulation, you're able to pick up that quite quickly. After all, I was the god of lightning. You know, you keep on saying that like I'm supposed to know what the hell you're talking about. I never heard of you before. Well, a brat like you would not. After all, you're just a dumb kid. And you're just a stupid fox. What was that? Oh, nothing, said Naruto. So what's next? Well, there is this jutsu that can help you. Wait, a real jutsu, said Naruto. Yes, the multi-chakra jutsu. I remember seeing it in the past. It allowed one to split their chakra into different clones. And all the memories will be returned back to you once it's over. I can create copies of myself? Yes, and that will help you a lot. So, let's work on that for the moment, before I move on to anything else. Can't have you being weak on your first day at the academy. I'm not gonna be weak, said Naruto. I'm gonna be the strongest. The fox looked at him curiously. What about your goal, to become Hokage? Well, that's still there. But I want to become a god as well. The fox simply laughed. Hey, what's so funny? Think I can't? No, that's not it. Just a couple weeks of training and you're already thinking that high. Just because I was a god of lightning doesn't mean you can do it. Well then, I'll just keep on training. And when I do become the god of lightning, better than you, you'll have to respect me and call me Naruto-sama. What the hell would I call you that? You'll see, Furball. What was that? Oh, I said what was next, Naruto. What was next, what? Oh, what's next, Kurama-sensei? Better, said Kurama. Now, let's focus on the Shadow Clone Jutsu, shall we? Time skip. Naruto was running in one of the many training grounds. He was not running from anyone though. It was training. I'm tired, come on, can't I rest, he said. No, the fox said to him, as he was speaking through to Naruto through the link. Over to the side, several of Naruto clones were over there, performing various techniques. Being once so old, Kurama has learned a lot. Going places in his human form. At most time, he pretended to be a monk, getting the places that were wary of other shinobis, seeing that he had so much chakra. Well, he could control it other than some other humans who let their chakra run wild. But he found a lot of things, not to mention his father had been a literal god on earth, god amongst man, so things that he knew was lost this decade, and he was going to teach them all to Naruto. At the moment the clones are popping over to the side, they cannot fluctuate the lightning chakra too well, but they were still working on it. But that wasn't the only thing he was teaching Naruto. He had to teach him how to fight. Kurama had seen many taijutsu in his days, and he looked for the suitable one for Naruto, one that depended on speed and flexibility, and a boost of strength to incapacitate your opponent rather quickly. That was the best one to teach Naruto, given his stature at the moment. But now that Naruto had stopped eating just ramen, he was getting a bit taller. Yes, not like a shrimp anymore. But he still needed a lot of work done. At the moment, Naruto had on weights that he bought at the Higurashi shop. Naruto was surprised going there, as he also met this girl, he remembered. Flashback. Naruto was standing outside. Are you sure? Yeah, you're buying after all. And if they try anything, just glare back at them. What I taught you, remember? Don't be a little coward. Naruto took in a deep breath. As he entered the shop, the bell rang. Ah, hello there, customer. How may I? The man paused as he looked down at Naruto. Naruto got ready. Ah, how may I help you, son? Naruto was surprised. Wait, dumbass. Oh yeah, can I buy some training weights? Training weights, you say? So you're already trained to become a ninja, Sonny? Yes, said Naruto. Confused how this man was talking to him so nice. There was only 3 people in the village that was nice to him. And that was the Ramen family, Ayam, and Toki, and the old man. Well, let me see here, the man says. He went up to the top shelf, looking through. Seeing this human is not despicable as the others. You can hold back that intense glare for someone else. He seemed to be nice, Naruto thought. Or maybe he just plain you. You really don't trust anyone else, do you, Naruto asks. Well, it's not a trust thing, but people usually piss me off. And I have these remnants of my other half. Well, if you were the other half, the darker half, how would you be reacting to me right now, said Naruto. He would have probably eat you the first day. Really? Young man. Naruto snapped his head up. Oh, sorry about that, mister. The name is Kaido. And you are? Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki, said Naruto, waiting for the man to realize who he is and start to curse at him. Ah, Naruto. So these are the best sizable weight for you right now. As you can see, I have 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20, 30, going straight up to 100. Which do you like to buy? Buy all of them. All of them, please. Really? Yeah. Taking your train intensely, aren't you? Well, I'm gonna be a ninja one day. Have to get ready, you know? Yes, I do, the man said. I'll get these all set up for you, he said. Naruto nodded as the man went off, but he stopped. Want anything else? No, sir. Alright then, just wait there. Naruto stood there as he heard the door open once again. He moved aside for the person to pass, but no one passed him as he turned. He turned face to face to a girl looking at him. Hello there. Oh, hi, said Naruto. Hey kid, if you haven't noticed, that's a girl. Not like you. She's a female. You know I'm not that stupid, right? Well, given how stupid you were, thought you might not know. Just shut up, said Naruto. Are you okay? The girl asked. Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, am I in your way? No, just wondering what you're doing here, said Naruto as he looked down, as he thought that she was going to run him out. Are you buying weapons? He looked back up at her. Weights, actually. Weights? But you're just a kid. Naruto chuckled awkwardly, but you're a kid as well. Well, I bet I'm older than you. Really? Said Naruto. Well, how old are you? You're not a smart kid, are you? What do you mean? Did I say something wrong? Well, you never asked a girl her age. Well, you're just a little girl, said Naruto. I am not a little girl, she said to him. Sorry about that. Seems you have no charm with the ladies. In my days, I used to have hundreds of ladies flocking over me. Well, that's a given, though handsome I am, by the way. And who the hell told you were handsome, Naruto asked? Have you seen me? I wouldn't call myself handsome. More like drop-dead gorgeous. Girls were fainting over me, crying out my name and seeking out my attentions. So, I don't know what the hell you're going on about. Well, I won't blame you, you're just a stupid kid. You won't understand the perfect shape, masculinity of someone like myself. You know I'm not into dude, right? What? Well, you're talking like I'm supposed to be admiring you or something. Of course you're supposed to be admiring me. I'm a legend in the making. Legend my ass. You know I'm gonna increase your training for that, right? Will sorry help? Hell no, said Kurama. Naruto sighed. Naruto was then poked on the forehead. What? Are you okay? Yeah, fine, I just spaced out there. Well, as I was saying, my name is Tenten. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Tenten. The name is Naruto. Oh, hi Naruto. So, are you starting your ninja training already? Yeah, said Naruto. Are you going to the academy? Well, I haven't started yet. So you are a little kid then. After all, I already started the academy. Oh, said Naruto. Her father then came back around. Hey, Dad, what are all those for? Well, this young man here wants to buy all of them. All of them? Aren't you taking this a bit too hard? I mean, you're just a kid. Well, I have to be ready, said Naruto. Well, just don't push yourself, said Kaido. Oh, don't worry, I won't, said Naruto. Well, this is a lot of items. They're gonna be quite expensive. But don't worry, I'll give you a discount for buying so much. Wait, really? Said Naruto. Naruto looks shocked. Yeah, of course, said Kaido. It's not often someone buys so much at one time. As Naruto looked at the man, most time people want to overcharge him, but Kaido was giving him a reasonable price. Thank you, sir, said Naruto. Don't mention it, said Kaido. As Kaido ran up the price and gave Naruto a discount. Thanks again, said Naruto. Well, see ya, said Tenten. And don't go off killing yourself with his intense training. Oh, I won't, said Naruto. So with that, Naruto left as he said goodbye. Strange kid, said Tenten. But he doesn't seem that bad. Well, he's a good kid, said Kaido. As he turned towards Tenten, guess what? I got it. Really? Kaido made his way as he brought out a one-of-a-kind sword as Tenten squealed in excitement. And the flashback. Naruto was panting on the ground. I can't run anymore, he said. At the moment he had on the 20-pound weights on each leg. He had graduated from 10-pound and the 5-pound a long time ago. They were too light for him now. Despite not knowing it, Naruto's physique was much more better than many other kids. But he did not know that. After all, he didn't really have much friends. He had spoken to these guys last year. He met one of them. He could remember his name, but he had a pineapple hairstyle. And another fat one. But they were going to the academy, so Naruto didn't see them that much. Well, he hadn't seen them in some time now, seeing that he never got to go to the academy this year. Probably when he go next year, he will see them. Enough of your squabbling, kid. Get back up and give me 100 push-ups. But I just run so much, said Naruto. You want to be the best, right? Yeah? You want to be known as a god, right? Yeah, said Naruto. So stop your babbling and give me 100 push-ups. Or I'll make it 1,000. Naruto takes a long breath. Fine, he says. He started to do the push-ups. Time skip. There was only 3 months left till the academy. As Naruto was currently sitting at Ichiraku Ramen, Sarutobi was there with him as both of them were eating a meal. Sarutobi was now glancing at Naruto as Ayam told him she hadn't seen him in a while now. So what have you been up to, Naruto? I haven't seen you going around the village. Causing a prank, said Sarutobi, for me to clean up. Well, I've been busy, said Naruto. Busy with what? Sarutobi asked. Training and all, said Naruto. Oh, and what kind of training have you been doing? Nothing too intense, said Naruto. Just some normal sit-up and push-ups. As Sarutobi took a good glance at Naruto, he's been seeing some changes recently. Aren't you gonna get a haircut, he asked. Nah, think I might grow it out, said Naruto. Really? What caused this new change? Well, I think it looked better this way. Of course it does. My hair is long. I look pretty awesome, said Kurama. You know, you're too obsessed with your human form, said Naruto. Can't help it if I'm so handsome. I really need to meet the person that told you that. Well, probably you will, probably you will not. Because you're not real, said Naruto. You don't know what you're talking about. So be quiet and just eat your stupid meal. Because after this, you won't be having ramen for quite some time. I told you this food is not healthy for you. Naruto released a long sigh as he pouted. What's wrong, said Sarutobi. Oh, nothing, said Naruto. Sarutobi noticed some change in Naruto, but he wondered if everything was okay. But Naruto seemed to be getting a bit distance from him. That was strange. Naruto was always called him Jiji, and always jumped around about being a ninja and being Hokage. Since recently he hadn't heard that word come from Naruto's lips. So that was the strange part in all of this. Naruto, has everything been okay? He asked. Yeah. What's wrong? Naruto asked. Oh, nothing. It just seems like you changed a bit. Change? How? Well, your attitude, that's all. Don't worry, old man, I'm still the same old Naruto. As Sarutobi just looked at Naruto with a keen eye. Well, I suppose you are, he says. He gave Naruto a warm smile. Time skip. As Naruto was currently up in a tree, his legs were in way, as he was doing pull-ups. Over the past months, Naruto's body's physique has completely changed. He was much taller than before, not to mention, despite being a young kid, his body was quite lean already. He flipped off the tree and landed on the ground, his feet touching the ground without even making a single sound. He then dashed off into the forest, as he was currently in one of the main training grounds, hopping from tree branch to tree branch, moving as fast as possible. As he then ducked, the moment he did, a kunai embedded into the tree branch. Kunais fly from all angles towards him. Naruto pulled out that single kunai as he started to block. He spin on his feet and pivot and blocked every single one of them. So a surprise attack, huh? He then twists and launched several kunais into the bushes. He heard certain pops. Suddenly, something jumped out of one of the bushes, already flipping through hand signs. Lightning release. Lightning beam. Focused in his hand. Like a mint projectile, the clone started to fire lightning attacks towards Naruto, who flip and jump and twist on his feet as he dodged them. Flipping over to the tree, Naruto jumped as lightning beam tear into the tree, but not break to the other part. As Naruto landed on his feet, he was then surrounded by 3 clones. Ducking under the first punch, Naruto grabbed the arm and flip it before tossing him into another clone. Naruto then jumped over the punch and kicked the clone in the back of his head, knocking the other 3. As he then went through hand sign, lightning release, blinding spark, he said, slammed his hand together. There was a pulse. Everything went white. The clones all looked around. What the hell? Pop, pop, pop. All 3 of them went up in smokes. As the light died down, Naruto had his eyes closed. Good job, Brett, said Kurama. So what's a score, Naruto asked. I'll probably give you a 5 out of 10. What? I did well on that surprise attack. Well, your movements were still a bit sloppy, and you still need to work on your speed. You know I have on the 30-pound weights, right? On each arm and each legs. So I'm not showing my real speed. You need to be able to work under all conditions. That is why I told you to keep them on. So stop babbling and get it again. Naruto sighed. He summoned 3 more clones before they jumped off, as he went to doing some push-ups. The past months haven't been too nice to him. Well, he was getting stronger, but the training was just so intense. Kurama was pushing him really hard. Sometimes Naruto felt like Kurama wanted to make up for all the pain that he caused him, but Naruto already told him that it wasn't his fault. After all, they didn't have a choice. Up to this point, Naruto hasn't known who messed with Kurama's head. Kurama did not tell him. He just told him that it's not important for now. Naruto decided to leave it alone. Kurama was always nice to him and always joking around, despite their bickering at most times. But when he gets serious, he knew he was serious. So Naruto decided to just leave that alone, as that conversation was getting him really angry. So Naruto never talked about the past. But Kurama was helping him a lot, and he respected his sensei for that. As Naruto began his training once again. Time skip. As Naruto took the paper from Sarutobi before signing his name on it. And there you go. You know, officially a part of the academy, Sarutobi said, as he gave Naruto a warm smile. Next week Monday, they will be expecting Naruto. I wish you the best. Thanks, said Naruto, that smile on his face, as he looked towards the paper in his hand. Well, now the real fun starts, kid. You need to make a name for yourself at the first day, said Kurama. Guess I do, said Naruto. With that, he left the office and made his way, walking down the street as Naruto wondered how he was supposed to act with his new academy friends. He couldn't act like an idiot, as Kurama told him that would go nowhere. So what do you think I should do? Well, you should be the bad boy. What do you mean? Well, I told you before. I was split before being sealed inside of you. But before I was split, my dark half and me, you could say, were one. So my attitude was not like this. I wasn't as cruel or wicked to human. But I rather enjoyed their company. But also, I wasn't a fool. I mean, I take what I want and did what I want. And not to mention my attitude got me a lot of attention from ladies. So I think you should use that. Be the bad guy, said Naruto. Not bad per se, but don't be an idiot. You're always calling me an idiot, said Naruto. Because you've not shown me anything otherwise, said Kurama. Well, I guess I can play the cool guy. Yeah, cool. It's in between, but yeah, I suppose you can do that. As long as you don't make us look bad. Us? You act like you're going as well. Well, I am kind of stuck with you, so wherever you go, I go as well. Oh, I guess you're right. Well, I better get going. Oh, going on a little date, are you? It's not a date, said Naruto. It's just weapon practice. Time skip. Later that day, as Naruto was blocking kunais and shurikens, he was moving as fast as possible. As they were coming even faster, Naruto had to jump back to get his breath. Are you trying to kill me? He asked. Tenten smiled at him. Naruto-kun, she said. You've gotten so much faster. Are you still wearing the weights? Yeah, said Naruto. So, this is not your true speed? Well, I guess not, he said. Well, I'm surprised. I guess you've been taking your training seriously. Of course I have, said Naruto. But you haven't learned any ninjutsu yet. And you're gonna need some. Actually, said Naruto, Hey. What was that, said Tenten. Oh, never mind, said Naruto. I told you, don't draw attention to yourself yet. I mean, think about it. Where are you supposed to learn ninjutsu from? And when they ask you, what are you gonna say? Especially when the old man asks you. I guess you're right. So just keep it to yourself for now. Wait till you become a student of the academy. At that time you can say that you learned it from books. They will be surprised. But what else can they say to you? You know, you're actually smart, said Naruto. You thought I was dumb like you? One day you're gonna respect my name, you know that, right? That day, I will turn into a bird. What, said Naruto? You still don't understand sarcasm, don't you? Well, not really, said Naruto. I guess I'll have to start to work on teaching you about life now. Huh? I already know about life. Well, we haven't had a talk yet. You keep on saying that talk. What are you talking about? How do you think babies are made? Babies? What do you mean? You see? Stupid kid. Who the hell am I supposed to know? No one taught me about it. Well, let me give you a hint right here. You see that friend of yours? Yeah? Well, she can have babies. Wait, Tenten can have babies? How? Well, you see, when a man and a woman come together, as Tenten was looking at Naruto, he was spacing out once again. She watched his face twist and turn, like he was thinking about something hard. She decided not to interrupt him, because sometimes he just speaks out. And he said that he is thinking. But his face was twitching so badly. Naruto-kun, she says, she rushed over. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Why are you so red? Oh, don't worry, he said. I'm just fine. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Well, I told you I can't, she said. My father and I are going towards the land of iron to get some supplies. Oh yeah, I'll see you when you return. See ya, said Naruto as he rushed off. What the hell is wrong with him, said Tenten. We're not even done yet. As she smiled as she watched him rush off. She and Naruto has become friends, good friends now. She didn't know why the other people seemed to glare at him so much. Was it because of all these pranks? Her father never told her why, as he just told her that people are too stupid when they don't understand. And she doesn't know what he meant by that. He asked her if she and Naruto was friends. And she said yes, so that is the only thing she should be worried about. She guessed he's right. She simply shrugged off as she watched him run away. Stupid fox, stupid fox, stupid fox, said Naruto as he ran. Hey, it's not a lie. So, that is really what happens? Yeah. Well, this complicates things, doesn't it? What do you mean? Well, am I going to have a baby with Tenten? Naruto heard laughter in his head. I knew you were stupid, but never this way. What did I say wrong? It doesn't mean that you have to go and do anything, you idiot. It's just how the way life works. Oh, said Naruto. Stupid kid. And you're a stupid fox. Time skip. Alright everyone, quiet down to Naruto as he stepped in the class. As there was a lot of kids inside. Most of them being clan heirs. Well, for one boy though, he was no longer a clan heir. Well, he was. But given that he was the only one left in Konoha, it was none other than Sasuke Uchiha. His clan had been wiped out. His brother had killed all of his family members. And the only thing that was on Sasuke's mind right now was revenge. So he couldn't care who this new student was. New student? I wonder, is it the handsome boy? Said Ino. It doesn't matter who he is, he will never be better than my Sasuke-kun. Wait, you're Sasuke-kun? He's mine, said Ino. Shikamaru sighed, troublesome. Alright Naruto, you can come in now, Iruka said, as the boy stepped inside. Ino looked at him from head to toe. Dark blue pants, white shirt, with a blue jean jacket over it. He was wearing black gloves, fingerless gloves, as he had on black boots as well. He had long blonde hair that went down into his back, and not to mention he had beautiful blue eyes. Ino's eyes widened. He was indeed handsome. As many girls turned towards him, everyone in the class started to look towards him. Alright everyone, this is Naruto Uzumaki, and from today on he will be a part of your class. But guys, to be in this episode right here, if you want to next part, this is what you do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on the bell notifications they posted. But I'm out for now. Remember, if you're new to share to all of your friends in social media platform. And yeah, without further ado, I'm out for now. See you guys soon. Peace.